Once upon a time in the early 1960s, at Marvel Comics, there was indeed an ambitious young writer named Stan Lee who was eager to create a new kind of superhero. The comics industry at that time mostly featured idealized, flawless heroes without many relatable personal struggles. Stan Lee wanted to break away from that tradition and craft a character that would resonate with readers on a deeper level. Drawing inspiration from his own experiences and observations, Stan Lee collaborated with the talented artist Steve Ditko, and together they introduced the world to Spider-Man. Let's find out in detail how one of the most popular superheroes of our time developed and changed in stages. Act 1: Genesis of the Web Slinger. In the colorful pages of Amazing Fantasy issue number 15, readers were introduced to the world of Peter Parker, an unassuming, bespectacled teenager with a natural affinity for science. As the story unfolded, Stan Lee and artist Steve Ditko painted a vivid portrait of a young man whose life was about to change forever. The tale began in the bustling halls of Midtown High School, where Peter Parker, a gifted but introverted student, faced the everyday challenges of adolescence. He was academically brilliant, but socially awkward, making it difficult for him to fit in with his peers. The readers could relate to Peter's struggles, recognizing their own experiences in his character. One fateful day, Peter's life took an unexpected turn when his school arranged a science exhibition at the cutting-edge research facility, Oscorp. During the event, Parker's inquisitive nature led him to an area where a group of scientists conducted experiments with radioactive materials. As he observed the scientists' work, a seemingly harmless spider was exposed to a potent dose of radiation. Unbeknownst to Peter, the spider became a vessel of extraordinary power, and during its panicked escape, it bit the unsuspecting teenager. The bite marked the beginning of a transformative journey for Peter. He began experiencing strange sensations and newfound abilities. At first, he was bewildered and scared, unsure of what was happening to him. As the days passed, he discovered that he now possessed incredible strength, agility, and reflexes, akin to those of a spider. The young readers were captivated by the portrayal of Peter's initial reactions to his powers. They could imagine themselves in his shoes, contemplating how they would use such extraordinary abilities if they were in his position. Despite the allure of newfound powers, Peter's life was far from a fairy tale. His struggles as a high school student continued, and he faced the harsh reality of being an orphan living with his loving Aunt May and Uncle Ben. He dealt with the ordinary problems of homework, bullies, and teenage crushes, all while grappling with the responsibility that came with his extraordinary powers. As the readers followed Peter's journey, they witnessed the evolution of a hero. He made mistakes along the way, learning that his newfound abilities could be used to help others. The concept of "with great power comes great responsibility" became the guiding principle of Spider-Man's character. With a striking blend of vibrant artwork and engaging storytelling, the creators of Amazing Fantasy number 15 crafted a tale that resonated with readers on a profound level. They saw themselves in Peter Parker, a hero who was far from invincible but chose to use his powers to protect others, even at great personal cost. By the end of the issue, Peter embraced his role as Spider-Man, vowing to use his powers for the greater good. Act 2: The Rise of Spider-Man. As Spider-Man swung into action in the pages of Marvel Comics, readers were captivated by the compelling stories that unfolded. The character's popularity soared, and he quickly became a fan favorite, cementing his status as one of the most iconic superheroes of all time. Central to Spider-Man's appeal was his relatability. Unlike many other superheroes, Spider-Man was not an all-powerful god or a wealthy playboy. He was just an ordinary teenager trying to navigate the complexities of life. One of the defining aspects of Spider-Man's character was his wit and humor. He cracked jokes and engaged in banter during his battles, using humor as a coping mechanism to alleviate the stress and pressure of being a superhero. This unique approach to crime fighting set him apart and endeared him to readers, who appreciated the lightheartedness amidst the chaos. Spider-Man's journey was not just about fighting villains, it was about understanding the moral weight of his abilities and choosing to use them for the greater good. This moral compass and commitment to doing what was right, even when faced with personal hardships, inspired readers to reflect on their own actions and choices. Of course, Spider-Man's distinctive appearance played a significant role in his popularity. His red and blue costume, designed to mimic the appearance of a spider, was instantly recognizable and visually striking. The iconic spider emblem on his chest further solidified his identity, making him an enduring symbol of heroism. The ability to crawl walls added a unique and dynamic element to Spider-Man's crime-fighting repertoire. Readers marveled at the acrobatic and agile maneuvers he used to swing across the city and stick to walls, creating visually captivating and action-packed scenes. The city of New York itself became an integral part of Spider-Man's story. The concrete jungle provided a diverse backdrop for his adventures, from battles atop skyscrapers to street-level confrontations with villains. New York City's landscape and culture became synonymous with the web-slinger's identity. Act 3. The Animated Adventures. In the late 1960s, as the popularity of Spider-Man continued to soar in the comics, the iconic web-slinger swung his way onto television screens with the animated series titled Spider-Man. Premiering on September 9, 1967, the show became an instant hit and brought the wall crawler to life in a new and exciting medium. Spider-Man was produced by Grantray Lawrence Animation, in association with Marvel Comics Group and Krantz Films. The show was groundbreaking in many ways, not only because it marked Spider-Man's first foray into animation, but also because it was one of the first animated series based on a Marvel Comics character. The series brought the vibrant and colorful world of Marvel Comics to life with its unique animation style, featuring bold and dynamic visuals that resonated with both comic book enthusiasts and newcomers alike. The show's opening theme song, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Does Whatever a Spider Can, became an iconic tune that is still recognized and loved by fans to this day. The animated series captured the essence of the character from the comics, showcasing Peter's struggles as he juggled his dual life as a high school student and a crime-fighting superhero. Throughout the series, Spider-Man faced off against a diverse array of classic villains from the comics, including Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Vulture, Rhino, and many more. Each episode presented thrilling battles, suspenseful plot lines, and daring rescues, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. Beyond the action, the series also delved into the personal life of Peter Parker, exploring his relationships with friends and family. It showcased his strong bond with his Aunt May, and his romance with the love of his life, Mary Jane Watson. As the show progressed, it introduced characters like Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn, adding depth to Peter's world and expanding the roster of memorable characters from the comics. Spider-Man ran for 3 seasons until 1970, producing a total of 52 episodes. While the animation techniques may appear dated compared to today's standards, the series remains a nostalgic and beloved piece of Spider-Man's history. The success of Spider-Man not only solidified the wall-crawler's place in American pop culture but also paved the way for future animated adaptations of Marvel Comics characters. It laid the foundation for subsequent animated series that would continue to bring superheroes to life and captivate audiences of all ages for years to come. Act 4. A live-action sensation. In 1977, Spider-Man made a triumphant leap from the pages of comic books and animated television to the realm of live action with the release of The Amazing Spider-Man TV series. The show was a live-action sensation that brought the web-slinger's adventures to American living rooms, captivating audiences with its daring escapades and portrayal of justice. The Amazing Spider-Man TV series starred actor Nicholas Hammond in the titular role of Peter Parker. Hammond's portrayal of the iconic character was earnest and genuine. The TV series showcased Spider-Man's acrobatic prowess and impressive stunts as he swung through the cityscape of New York. While the show's special effects might seem modest by today's standards, they were groundbreaking for its time and successfully brought Spider-Man's web-slinging adventures to life on the small screen. The Amazing Spider-Man TV series featured a mix of original stories and adaptations of classic comic book plots. The show emphasized Spider-Man's compassionate nature, as he often went out of his way to assist people and prevent accidents or disasters. The Amazing Spider-Man TV series aired for 2 seasons, from 1977 to 1979, totaling 13 episodes. Despite its relatively short run, the show left a lasting impact on popular culture. It introduced the web-slinger to a broader audience and solidified Spider-Man's position as a beloved superhero in the hearts of viewers. The success of the Amazing Spider-Man TV series laid the groundwork for future live-action adaptations of the character, including the successful Spider-Man film franchise that would emerge in the years to come. Act 5. Spider-Man's silver screen debut. In 2002, After years of anticipation, Spider-Man's journey from the comic books to the big screen became a reality with the release of the film Spider-Man. Directed by Sam Raimi and starring Tobey Maguire as the titular hero, the film marked a groundbreaking moment in cinematic history and was met with tremendous excitement from fans and moviegoers worldwide. Spider-Man 2002 stayed true to the character's origins, presenting the classic story of Peter Parker's transformation into the web-slinging superhero. Tobey Maguire's portrayal of Peter Parker captured the essence of the character, depicting him as a sympathetic, relatable, and slightly awkward young man. Spider-Man 2002 skillfully balanced action-packed sequences with heartfelt character development, capturing the essence of the comic book source material. The film showcased Spider-Man's web-swinging abilities, acrobatic combat skills, and quick wit as he fought against a classic villain, the Green Goblin, portrayed brilliantly by Willem Dafoe. Maguire's chemistry with Kirsten Dunst, who portrayed Mary Jane Watson, brought the romance between Peter and Mary Jane to life, capturing the essence of their complicated relationship. Their love story provided an emotional core to the film, resonating with audiences and humanizing the hero behind the mask. Spider-Man 2002 was a resounding success, becoming one of the highest-grossing films of the year. It not only appealed to comic book enthusiasts but also introduced Spider-Man to a new generation of fans. The film's success paved the way for two sequels, Spider-Man 2, 2004, and Spider-Man 3, 2007, which further expanded on Peter Parker's journey and introduced iconic villains like Dr. Octopus and Venom. The portrayal of Spider-Man by Tobey Maguire and the direction of Sam Raimi set a standard for future superhero films. Spider-Man 2002 became a landmark in cinematic history, demonstrating that superhero movies could be both critically acclaimed and commercially successful. The film's impact on popular culture cannot be overstated. It revitalized the superhero genre and laid the groundwork for the massive expansion of superhero films and cinematic universes that would follow in the coming years. Act 7, Miles Morales and Beyond. In 2011, the legacy of Spider-Man took an exciting turn with the introduction of a new web-slinger, Miles Morales, in the pages of Marvel Comics. Created by writer Brian Michael Bendis and artist Sara Pichelli, Miles Morales emerged as a groundbreaking character who not only expanded the Spider-Man mythos but also resonated deeply with a more diverse and inclusive audience. Miles Morales, a half African-American, half Latino teenager, was initially introduced in the Ultimate Marvel Universe. In Ultimate Comics, Spider-Man issue number 1, 2011, readers were introduced to a new and fresh take on the Spider-Man origin story. Instead of Peter Parker being bitten by the radioactive spider, it was Miles who gained extraordinary powers after being bitten during a confrontation at Oscorp. What set Miles apart from previous iterations of Spider-Man was his unique background and identity. As a young person of mixed race, Miles brought a different perspective to the role of Spider-Man. His cultural heritage and upbringing provided a fresh lens through which to explore the character's journey, adding depth and complexity to his story. Miles' character was skillfully developed by Bendis. Like Peter Parker before him, Miles had to grapple with the responsibility that came with his powers. He faced challenges as he balanced his personal life, school, and superhero duties, all while trying to live up to the legacy of the original Spider-Man. One of the most significant moments for Miles Morales came in Ultimate Comics, Spider-Man issue number 4, where he donned a makeshift Spider-Man costume for the first time. With this powerful gesture, he chose to step up and carry on the legacy of Spider-Man in the wake of Peter Parker's death in the Ultimate Marvel Universe. This defining moment showcased Miles' courage and determination, endearing him to readers and solidifying his place as a worthy successor to Peter Parker. Miles' popularity extended beyond the comic book pages. In 2018, the character made his cinematic debut in the animated film Spider-Man: Into the Spider-Verse. The critically acclaimed movie celebrated diversity, animation, and storytelling, winning an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. The success of Miles Morales in comics and film demonstrated the enduring power of Spider-Man as an iconic and culturally significant character. His inclusion as Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe represented a significant step towards greater diversity and representation in mainstream superhero storytelling. Epilogue: The Enduring Legacy. Throughout the decades, Spider-Man's impact on American culture has been immeasurable. He taught generations of readers and viewers valuable life lessons about responsibility, resilience, and the importance of doing what's right. Beyond comics and films, Spider-Man's image appears on merchandise, clothing, and even the iconic Spider-Man balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The character of Spider-Man is more than just a superhero. He embodies the human spirit's indomitable will to overcome challenges. From comics to cultural icon, Spider-Man's journey is a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and the universal appeal of a hero who faces adversity with strength, humor, and a sense of duty to protect those in need.